Dave Rennie has named his team to face the Lions this Tuesday evening at Ellis Park, and we've got the return of Richie Mo'unga in that fly-off position. We will dive into the team that Dave Rennie has announced and look at the new players and the returnees back for the All Blacks against the Lions at Ellis Park. Guys, when we dive into this front row that Dave Rennie has announced, it's some big boys that we've got up front here. We've got the likes of Siali Luaki in that number 1 jersey for the All Blacks, and then a guy that has previously started in some of the games in this greatest rivalry tour, Samasoni Taku Iao. He's back once again in that hooker position for the All Blacks. And guys, in that free position, we've got Basila Tosi back once again at prop. And guys, I do think the Lions will have a real tough task on their hands against these big boys of the All Blacks come scrum time this Tuesday evening. Then in the second row, we've got the likes of Sam Darry and Patrick Tuapelotu, who will be the captain once again for this match against the Lions. Obviously, Sam Darry, he has played 12 test matches for the All Blacks so far. He did make his debut in 2024, so he's still very new in this All Black team. So I do think he's going to have a real challenge on his hands against the Lions team. It's going to depend on who the Lions pick at the lock positions, but it's going to be interesting to see how they go at line-out time. In that loose trio of the All Blacks, as we can see here, we've got Wallace Tshipi getting his start in that number 6 jersey this time for the All Blacks. He has been brilliant so far in that number 8 jersey for the All Blacks, but this time against the Lions, he will be starting in that number 6 jersey, and then alongside him, we've got the likes of Evan Blackadder. He has been good as well so far in this greatest rivalry tour. And then Tupou Talilola, he is making his start this time around in that number 8 jersey for the All Blacks. They will be crucial to give the All Blacks some go forward ball and to get them over the advantage line against the Lions at Ellis Park. We've got some talking points in this back line of the All Blacks, and we've got Noah Otter making a start for the All Blacks in that number 9 jersey, and he will be crucial for the All Blacks with his feet to the backline players. And then besides him, the man with all the experience, one of the best to ever do it in that number 10 jersey for the All Blacks, Richie Mo'unga. He's back for the All Blacks, and obviously he did come in for Billy Proctor. Billy Proctor, he's got the injury, and Richie Mo'unga, he made the trip over to South Africa for this greatest rivalry tour. And I do think we will see him in one of the test matches as well for the All Blacks against the Springboks. But guys, he's a man to look out for. We all know what he can do on attack, and he's a good defensive player as well. His boot is absolutely on point as well, and the Lions will have to look out for a guy like Richie Mo'unga. The All Blacks has got some exciting players in the midfield for this game against the Lions, and we've got the Mositava Natavai in that number 12 jersey at the inside centre, and then on the outside we've got Rico Ioane. We all know how great he has been for the All Blacks over his career. He's been brilliant in the URC as well for the Leinster team, and he knows how to finish some tries for the All Blacks. Guys, they are two good centres to look out for come this game for the All Blacks, and I do think the Lions will have to look out for them because they know how to go score some good tries for the All Blacks. The All Blacks has got great finishers on the wings for this game against the Lions, and we've got Imani Narava in that number 11 jersey. We all know what great tries he can go score for the All Blacks. And then in that number 14 jersey, we've got Feai Fikanafu. He's back for the All Blacks, and we all know what the try scoring machine he can be in that number 14 jersey. He's got great strong carries as well. And then at the back, we've got the man with all the experience, the World Cup winner, Beauden Barrett. We all know how dangerous he can be from the back for the All Blacks. He's got a great kicking game on him as well, and he's going to be a man to look out for if you are a Lions player come this game at Ellis Park. Guys, this is the team that Dave Rennie has chosen for this match against the Lions at Ellis Park. Let me know your thoughts on this team, and I would love to hear your thoughts down below. And what the couple of good players do we have in this first 15 that will be taking on the Lions at Ellis Park. Then on the bench, guys, that will be crucial for the All Blacks. Come that second half will be Bradley Slater. He's throw-ins at line-out time in that second half will be on point, have to be on point as well. And then at the back, we've got the very good Kyle Preston and obviously Josh Jacob, who was absolutely brilliant against the Bulls at Loftus Versfeld. He will come off the bench in that number 10 jersey. Obviously, he's going to play 22, but obviously, he's a great player for the All Blacks, and he's a guy to look out for. He's a bright prospect for the All Blacks, and he was absolutely brilliant thus far for the All Blacks. Guys, this is the 23 that Dave Rennie has chosen for the match against the Lions at Ellis Park. Let me know in the comments, what do you make of this match day 23? I would love to hear your thoughts and your comments down below. Also make sure to hit that subscribe button for future rugby and greatest rivalry content. I appreciate your support, guys. Thank you for your messages down below as well, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.